William Shakespeare's Hamlet is more than just a play, it is a profound exploration of the human condition. Set in the Kingdom of Denmark, it grapples with themes of love, betrayal, revenge, and the ever-present struggle between sanity and madness. The play revolves around Prince Hamlet, whose world is shattered by the death of his father, the king. Hamlet's journey is one of intense emotion and moral dilemmas. The play's enduring power lies in its ability to resonate with audiences across generations. It forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about ourselves and the world we inhabit. Prepare to be captivated by a world of secrets, lies, and the haunting consequences of seeking revenge. The play opens on a chilling note. The guards of Elsinore Castle are on edge. They have seen a ghost, the ghost of the former King Hamlet. This supernatural visitation immediately establishes an atmosphere of unease and foreboding. The guards summon young Hamlet's friend Horatio, a scholar. Horatio is initially skeptical. However, when the ghost appears again, he is convinced that something is deeply wrong in the state of Denmark. The ghost's presence is not merely a supernatural occurrence. It signifies a disruption of the natural order, hinting at a terrible crime that must be avenged. Claudius, the deceased king's brother, has wasted no time in assuming the throne. He has also married Gertrude, the widowed queen, with unsettling haste. Young Hamlet is consumed by grief for his father, deeply suspicious of Claudius, and profoundly disturbed by his mother's hasty remarriage. Hamlet feels isolated and betrayed. He sees Claudius's actions as a violation of his father's memory, and a transgression against the natural order. His grief is palpable, his words heavy with sorrow, anger, and suspicion. He famously declares, "Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt." Polonius, the king's chief counselor, is a man of many words and much meddling. He is also the father of Laertes, Hamlet's friend, and Ophelia, who is Hamlet's love interest. Polonius is suspicious of Hamlet's behavior. He sees madness where there might be only grief and a deep melancholic introspection. Polonius uses his children as pawns in his own games of power and intrigue. He forbids Ophelia from seeing Hamlet, fearing that their relationship will threaten his own position at court. This interference will have tragic consequences for Ophelia, a young woman caught in the crossfire of a power struggle she barely understands. The ghost finally reveals himself to Hamlet, confirming his worst fears. Claudius, the ghost claims, murdered him by pouring poison in his ear while he slept in the orchard. The ghost demands revenge, plunging Hamlet into a vortex of moral turmoil. Hamlet is now burdened with a terrible task to avenge his father's murder. Yet, he is a scholar, a thinker, not a man of action. He is plagued by doubt, questioning the ghost's words, his own sanity, and the very nature of revenge. This internal conflict is at the heart of the play. To buy himself time and to observe his enemies without arousing suspicion, Hamlet decides to feign madness. He adopts an antic disposition, speaking in riddles and behaving erratically. Polonius, ever the meddler, believes that Hamlet's madness stems from his unrequited love for Ophelia. However, Hamlet's madness, whether real or feigned, is a complex issue. It is never entirely clear if he is truly losing his mind or if he is simply a brilliant actor manipulating those around him. This ambiguity adds to the play's psychological depth. Section 7, Shadows and Spies, Claudius's plot against Hamlet. Claudius, growing increasingly suspicious of Hamlet's behavior, enlists Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, two of Hamlet's former friends, to spy on him. He hopes to uncover the cause of Hamlet's apparent madness and to determine if he poses a threat. The arrival of Rosencrantz and Guildenstern further isolates Hamlet, making him question who he can trust. Their presence reinforces the play's themes of surveillance, suspicion, and the corrupting influence of power. Hamlet conceives a plan to confirm Claudius's guilt. He arranges for a troupe of traveling players to perform a play that mirrors the murder described by the ghost. Hamlet believes that Claudius's reaction to the play will reveal his guilt. This play within a play is a pivotal scene. It highlights the power of theater to expose truth and the cunning intelligence of Hamlet, who uses art as a weapon in his quest for justice. By the end of Act 2, has established a complex web of deceit, betrayal, and moral ambiguity. The play is a tapestry of interwoven themes. Revenge, madness, corruption, and the nature of truth are explored through the actions and words of the characters. The play's language is as rich and complex as its themes. Shakespeare's mastery of language is on full display, from Hamlet's introspective soliloquies to the witty banter between characters. Section 10. A cliffhanger of suspense, poised for the unfolding tragedy. Act 2 ends with Hamlet convinced of Claudius's guilt, but no closer to achieving his revenge. The stage is set for a tragic confrontation. The audience is left on a cliffhanger, eager to know what Hamlet will do next, and what the consequences of his actions will be. The first 2 acts have laid the groundwork for a masterpiece of tragedy. The play continues to captivate audiences with its timeless exploration of human nature, its unforgettable characters, and its profound insights into the nature of revenge, justice, and the human condition.